Hey guys, TehJew22 here, and welcome to another edition of TehJew22 Talks. Now, my last guest was Sonic Crafter King. Very cool guy, probably one of the nicest people that you will ever meet, and he's very funny. Very, very funny. Uh, I do have an outtake that I have saved. I don't know if he wants me to put it on this channel or on his channel. I'll have to talk to him after that. But my next guest, or should I say guests, are hands down one of the nicest people you will ever meet. In fact, they are so nice that I honestly think that they are the most beautiful couple that I've ever met, uh, inside and out. But why just talk about them when we can talk to them? So with that said, I'd like to introduce to you, uh,
MattsLPAdventures.
And Eternunique.
thank you for coming in, because I always have trouble with Miss Unique's name.
That's okay.
I probably should have chosen an easier one.
Your name's like a combination of eternal and unique, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Eternunique. That sounds cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
hell.
Nice to be here.
I mean, hell, it's very unique.
That's kind of the point.
So yeah, well, this is not the first time that I've ever had two people on the show. It is the first time, however, that I've had a man and a woman on the show. So that's a
Should
first
I
right
just play
there.
then?
Oh no.
So anyway, how is everything going with Mr. LP and Mr. and Mrs. LP Adventures?
It's going pretty well so far. I mean, I've been trying to get as much videos up as I can. As you guys can probably tell, I don't know if it'll come out like this in the video or not, but I'll cut in it every now and then. That's because our internet says absolute crap here. But that I try to get a video up every couple days if I can, because it takes like 4 hours to upload a video of mine.
Depending on the size
Depending
of the
on the size of the video, it takes a long time to do that. And once, like like when I upload a video, it kills the entire internet in the house. Like all the bandwidth is bad. So, so I have to do it at night when nobody's awake. So
yeah, I can relate. I mean, I used to have very terrible internet. I'm just thankful that I was able to upgrade, and I'm hoping the same thing for you guys, that you know you get a major upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been uploading as of right now. I upload Let's Play of Twilight Princess right now, and I'm uploading a co-op playthrough of Smash Ultimate's World of Light with Amber here. We've been playing. We played.
It's bad. Don't watch it.
Oh gosh, no. Yeah, I'm uploading that. I stream on Tuesdays at 6:00 Central Time every Tuesday, and I've been uploading stream archives of the playthrough of the streams that I've been doing on Twitch. Amber, do you want to explain what you do? What playthroughs you've been doing?
I mean, pretty much the same, just different playthroughs.
Yeah, I know you're doing Majora's Mask. You're re-uploading an old Let's Play of one that you did with Lester, Sonic Go 64.
And that's pretty much all I've been uploading right now. So.
Yeah, you're trying to practice up for your new one.
Yeah.
And well, that's wonderful, and I'm hoping that that continues well, and who knows, maybe you come up with new content or something. But again, real life does come first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, I consider Let's Plays as more of a hobby thing, more than a actual like job. I like doing it. I like editing videos. I like, recording and stuff like that. But yeah, so I've been trying to kind of put my own flares on videos. Like if anybody's been around me, I sprout out a lot of random references a lot. The things I've watched growing up and everything else and stuff like that. And I kind of I try to put that as a flair as my own video in a way. Trying to make it my own in a way.
I think there were a couple of flares that you had. Like, I think the one that stuck out was some of your references. Like, um, I forget the name of the song, but it was from Otis McDonald, and you referenced one of his songs.
I'm trying to remember that one. I do so many, I can't remember what I do sometimes. I also have a real crap short-term memory sometimes, so.
What do you
Well,
think I'm?
Like I remember one that I say a lot anymore is whenever I'm jumping into something, I say a blue skidoo. And I was like, well, that's for reference for old Blues Clues.
oh, I remember now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue Skidoo. You can too. That's
Uh,
right. I'm just that was I kind of forgot about that.
yeah. This is little silly things like that, and I
Now
so,
that song's gonna
yeah,
bug me
Blue
until we
Skidoo.
figure it out.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch and see what I said. Because I can't remember. Well, then again, my short-term memory is absolute crap. But my long-term memory is real good.
Sometimes.
Because just the other day at work, it was funny because me and a coworker were talking about random stuff, and we're bringing back like old TV shows. And I told him, I said, "Do you remember Bananas in Pajamas?" And he's like,
Oh
"How
my
the
god!
heck did you remember that?" I said, "I remember it."
Oh my gosh! I mean, we could probably talk about television shows, but
Yeah, old television.
before we get to all that, I mean, I guess the first question I usually ask is, um, how did you get into Let's Playing or onto YouTube? I guess I could start with the lady first.
You want to explain
Oh
it?
boy, this is a story. um, so I actually started Let's Playing in 2010. I had my first channel, but I uploaded like 2 videos on it before I decided, nah, I don't like what I'm doing here. I want to change it, make it better. So I took a while and went through some different channels to try to find my own style. And then like in 2011, I finally found the style I like for me. And that's what I've been doing since. But I went through like so many different channels until I finally stuck with the Eternunique channel. And I made that in 2014?
2013, I think.
2013, yeah.
Yeah.
See, his memory is better. But
Wow.
I just been kind of sticking with that style, and I'm glad that I did get into Let's Playing because it's kind of how
That's how we
I
both met.
met him and a lot of our other friends as well. So,
Yeah.
but that's pretty much mine. It's just
Did you have anybody you watched?
I
Like
watched
me?
a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun starting off.
Okay.
He
Oh,
was kind of my inspiration to start. I thought it
Oh,
was
that's
always funny. He'd do like the random jokes and stuff, and I was like, I want to try that, but I'm not funny, so I can't do that.
oh.
sometimes you're just funny even when you're trying not to be.
When you're trying not to
Yeah,
be.
that's true.
Yeah. I've
That
had those
is,
random. It's funny.
it's
Jokes
it, it's
funnier
funny
than.
as hell. I'll tell you one thing. But then we get to Brother Matt and take it.
How did I start doing Let's Plays?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing YouTube videos with a bunch of friends back in like I want to say 2010 a little bit. They were just doing
Like right after high school.
right after high school,
Yeah.
and it was just like random little like they were trying to make it a web series, and of course we grew up, things changed, and I was doing one type of YouTube video with a friend. It was a review channel. We were like an old school retro review channel. We only did a couple videos, and then I watched a couple of people that did walkthrough videos. I always like walkthrough videos because especially on certain games I've been stuck on all my life, I've been I had to pull up a walkthrough video to watch it and to see how to do it. And there was a couple people in particular that I watched that helped me through the game. First one I remember is Chucky Conroy. I watched
Of
him a
course.
lot, and I watched Nintendo Capri Sun as well. And those two kind of shaped who I became nowadays. And it wasn't until I found a recording like software inside an emulator on the Game Boy Advanced emulator that I decided, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and record my own walkthrough. And then I started recording Golden Sun, my favorite game.
Mm-hmm.
And I uploaded it to our review channel. And then someone suggested that after like I'd say 30 parts into the walkthrough, they suggested that I make my own channel. So I was like, all right. So I made my own channel, and ever since then, I've been doing Let's Plays. So by happenstance of me finding a recording software on an emulator, I started Let's Plays. Because I always liked walkthroughs, always appreciated it, and I figured I could do that because there's a lot of things I know about certain video games that I've played ever since I was a little kid that I just,
Aw.
kind of got me into doing it. And ever since then, I'm so thankful I started that because I met a lot of amazing people in my life, including my wife right here. I found her through this hobby. So
That's beautiful. I mean, how
I'm
often do you?
thankful every day for that.
Oh, I mean, see, seriously, like, how often do you find like your spouse when doing this? It's not very often.
No, not
I,
very often.
I
Like I
mean,
said, I think it's a blessing more than anything that happened.
Now it's not easy. I'll tell you that much.
well, I mean, marriage is never easy to begin with.
No.
I mean, I would know because, not to say I'm married or anything, but you know, but you witness these things when you're a kid, when you see your parents. Well, that's kind of what happened with
Yeah.
me.
And
So,
trust me, there's been hardships every now and then, but we work through it. So.
and that's what separates some couples from others, and that's, it's trying to work over your differences rather than be defined by them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm happy that happened, and I guess other questions I could probably ask. I would say, now of course I'm trying not to get too personal here. Um,
Oh,
Well,
don't worry about that.
that.
We'll tell you anything you
I'll
want
tell
to
you
know.
anything you know.
well, I mean, I guess really, how did you each know that each other was the one out of all the ones you've been
Well,
through?
we've been friends for 7 years, and we knew each other in and out. We
Well,
knew each other so well that, I mean, it was kind of faded at that way, I felt. So,
that kind of just
yeah, we
sounds
were
like
good friends for a long time before we even did that.
And one of the things that still makes me laugh to this day is when we finally did get together, everybody was like, "What took you
Yeah,
so
literally,
long?"
what took you so long?
Well,
I said, well,
It just had to happen on its own
had to happen
time.
on its own time. Really?
well, if anything, I probably should congratulate you on, well, taking the approach that you did, because, some try to rush in and doesn't work out, but I'm happy that you took the slow and steady approach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am thankful that we did that because we knew each other's quirks really before we even got together. So we we kind of already knew each other in a good way.
And I think that's just, I think it's just beautiful, the fact that, you care for one another, and that just makes my heart, that just does my heart good, just to hear that. I'm just hoping one day I find my Toadette.
I think you will.
You will.
I think you will. You're a nice guy, Julian.
Yes, and of course you actually just mentioned me by my name, actually, which I'm cool.
Sorry.
Which, most people would be like, "Hey, don't ever do that." No, I'm cool with it because.
Oh, I'm cool with it too. My name's in my username, so.
Yeah, like, I always call him Brother Matt. I may as well go into why I call you Brother Matt, I guess. I don't think I've ever told you why.
Yeah, because you really close to me. We talk all the time. We've always been nice to each other.
Oh, you got cut off a little bit.
Oh, sorry. You've always been nice to us. You always cared about us. You always gave us kind words of kindness. And, I view you as a very close friend, and I view you as a brother in a way.
And that's kind of how I see it with you. I mean, like, okay. Now, I know that you are, without going into too much detail, you're going through a couple of rough patches, and I mean, and I do feel for you. I really do. Um, so I figured, you did the same thing for me when I was going through my rough patch, and I never forgot that. And
And I
you were always
always
kind.
appreciate it when you did.
Oh, you got cut off again. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said you've always done the same for me. You really have. Yeah, there's been plenty of times where I've been down and all that other stuff, and you've come up and you've, lifted my spirits up a little. It's always nice to see those messages.
Well, I mean, you also did the same thing for me too, and I figured since then I would do everything I can to help you, and um, without getting into too much detail, I think one time you were so mad that you wanted to quote unquote throw someone under the bus, but I kind of persuaded you to do otherwise because I just didn't think it was gonna, turn out well.
Oh, when I was venting on Twitter about my job, that's what pretty much what it is. Oh,
Well,
I have trouble with my job sometimes, so I say a lot of things sometimes I don't think all the way through, but I think everybody does that, though.
I mean, of course that happens. Like, I mean that was kind of what the same idea was with a few of the jobs I had with the until I got the job that I do enjoy. So I'm happy with
Mhm.
that. But yeah, I can totally rented lips. I can totally understand why you would feel that way because I felt that same way too. And yes, you did treat me like a brother, even long before we were like really that close friends. So that's why I call you Brother Matt
That's why I call you Brother Julian.
and Sister Unique.
I don't know. I don't know if I can get used to that. No,
She's just joking.
I'm glad. I do appreciate it.
Oh, awesome. Um, but of course, I really couldn't. Like, there's a lot of friends that you and I know, and some that I might not know that you know. But I think it all starts with the guy that mentioned you in the first place, and that is MoogleFantasy.
Oh, Moogle. He's such a nice
He's
guy
a
too.
character.
He is a character. Oh, he's always been nice to me too. I met him about, I want to say, about 5 years ago, I think.
It's
I
been
met about
about that,
5
yeah.
years ago. Both me and him were doing the same game as a Let's Play. And, we were kind of bouncing off each other with, what we liked about the game and everything else. And we became good friends ever since
Hmm.
then. And I've been trying to support him as much as I can with that. And that's where we both, became real fast friends. And then I came in contact with you through him. He
Right.
was he's a really nice guy. I really enjoy his company. I need to go and talk to him more. I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to him in a long time.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I've had a couple of times to talk to him, and he's still as cool as he's ever been. And I'm also happy that he was able to carry on with, in spite of everything that's gone on with him and uh, a lot of online drama. But despite all that, I mean, he's still
He's still
perhaps
the same guy that I knew him.
yes, and I'm hoping nothing but the best for him.
Yeah, me too. He deserves all the good luck in life. He's a real nice guy.
So right now we're just talking about our friends as part of this particular part of whatever part this is in post production.